Evander Holyfield. Riddick Bowe.
I expect a tough, clean fight. Protect yourself at all times. Any questions from the challenger? Any questions from the champion? Let's get it on.
One thing I got to tell you that's a pleasure for me about this, as Bowe cuffs Holyfield with 2 overhand rights. Bowe, all the action so far, and there's a hard right.
Bowe should never try to waste that kind of energy on a fighter like Evander Holyfield, who recovers. He gets hurt, but he recovers too much.
Bowe came in looking as though he was thinking first round knockout.
But you got to do it properly. You got to set it up with Evander Holyfield. The first time Bowe fought Holyfield, he was really proud of his body. Get this thing over with as quick as he can to compensate. You don't want that in a young fighter.
Side of the head and a right to the chest. Bowe lands a jab and a right hand.
Riddick Bowe has made the awful mistake of going out there at that kind of weight, wasting that much energy too quick.
It made the first round tougher for him.
Yeah, he should forget they've ever fought before and go out there and set it all up with the left jab. Advice to try to knock Holyfield out in 1 round. Jesse Ferguson thing gave him a false sense of security.
2 relatively clean livers. It's hard to root against either of these 2 guys.
You got to wonder, Bowe, you talk about clean living, he's eating a lot more pork chop than Evander Holyfield, spare ribs and everything.
Holyfield, no, he's not going to let him box. And he thought he had him hurt here, and he came out and gives him the room.
A long night, buddy, and you're going to get yourself a nice little whipping. You may beat me, but you're going to get ripped.
Threw a total of 4 jabs in round number 1. So
got his balance real good, real easy.
you notice, George, they used the end swell under both of Bowe's eyes between rounds, holding and hitting.
Holyfield has got the fight in his hand now. He's done everything he does. He moves first, and then he retreats good afterwards. Then hits, and then he moves out of the way.
Jab with regularity. This round started well for Riddick Bowe, but it appears in danger of ending badly for the champion.
The Holyfield is setting things up for a good right hand. He's jabbing to the body to get this guy conscious of a body punch, and he's in.
And another left hook landed flush for Holyfield. And now Bowe tries to show off his in-fighting skills. One of the big weapons in Bowe's arsenal.
He dropped him. Bowe should just stick with his left jab, the right hand later.
That was Bowe who landed the right hand.
Sometimes, so far,
His corner and listen to Emmanuel Stewart.
On his feet a little too much. He should try to disrupt that himself with this jab. Good right to the body. That was good by Riddick Bowe.
By Bowe. Excellent right to the body.
Holyfield is so relaxed out there, make him stand still.
Holyfield pawing with the jab now and lands a right hand in close.
Well up easy. Shouldn't try to land a heavy shot, not too soon.
Riddick not looking assertive in round 3. We're getting to double up on the jab, taking a left there and complaining to Mills Lane that Holyfield had tried to glove him in the eye.
Best combination fight of the 2.
Remember to throw it there first. He's been doing a lot of head hunting.
Yeah.
Right hand by Bowe.
And it hurt
to the fight so far.
It hurt Evander.
now here's where Bowe will complain of a thumb right there. You really can't see the thumb.
There was
these
no
gloves. There didn't seem to be any. He complained also, if you may recall, in the first fight. That looked like a clean left hook. Later in the round, some good inside shots by Bowe. Bowe is an extremely...
The clowning I told you about.
Holyfield starting to go to the body. Bowe comes upstairs. Remember, he...
On with a real Olympic champion. You just can't clown with certain guys.
Left hook by Holyfield. Action reminiscent of round 10 in the first fight.
First fight, Riddick Bowe was so thin that his hands just moved by themselves. This so little with so much effort.
Holyfield leaping in and taking a right to the body and an uppercut and a right hand over the top.
That uppercut of Bowe.
When Evander leans in like this, he is susceptible to that uppercut, George.
That's right. That's the bread and butter punch for Riddick Bowe, is that uppercut.
Holyfield trying to remember to go to the body.
Got too many rounds left to start mixing it up with the big guy.
You don't want to go shoulder to shoulder and has too many weapons inside.
And not only that, as he leans on you with that 246, 50 pounds, really, that's to wear those thin legs of Evander Holyfield down.
That's a strategy you understand pretty well, huh,
Yeah,
George?
And I think Riddick Bowe is anything but polished. He hasn't thrown one good straight right hand yet.
You and Larry have a disagreement here about those
everything is under and on top and slap. It's slap on side the jaw.
Abrasion above the left eye of Riddick Bowe. There may be blood beginning to emerge from Bowe's left eye. Holyfield lands a right on the target. And a left hand for Holyfield. And they swing and swing after the bell. And look at this.
These guys want to fight. Well, this is either the end of the fourth round or the start of the fifth.
Take your pick.
I've never seen so many blows landed after a bell. Have you, George?
Not many, but most were all
between the eyes.
They've got a real good
61% connect percentage. It could affect his vision as time goes on.
He could win it with his left jab. I don't know why they didn't tell him that.
An easy target for Holyfield, fighter, as he tried to target the cut. There he lands a right hand, and Bowe comes back with a right and a left.
Oh, he's got this right uppercut that he just refuses to use.
We've never seen Riddick Bowe cut like this. To see what they can do between rounds 5 and 6. Do you think they can stop that bleeding, George? Stuns Holyfield and knocks him back. Evander recovers rapidly, as he always has. Did it happen to you, George, when you were young?
Yeah, with Muhammad Ali, I wasn't in shape, but I said I can whip this old guy.
Bowe made me hurt.
He is hurt.
Bowe is hurt.
Holyfield gunning for a stoppage here. It would shock the world. Stuns Bowe again. And the round comes to a close. The bell saving Riddick Bowe from further punishment.
And here's where Bowe hurts him. Right in there. That left followed by that short right. The right behind his head. Riddick Bowe is hurt. Evander Holyfield took his time before he carried the fight to Bowe, hoping that Bowe would spend himself chasing Holyfield.
You got to be real careful now with a young fellow like Riddick Bowe. Bowe is now surviving. He's not, I don't consider him at all polished. He's got power because he's big. He doesn't know how to do now is just get aggressive.
Well, he's always been aggressive, but
he just hit a lot himself. Boom!
Great combination by Holyfield. And another one. Bowe standing still at center ring and taking it.
Riddick Bowe can lose total respect and start to jump back on him real good.
From Eddie Futch, and Futch was nowhere for him to see him. Hidden behind other figures over here. Holyfield banging away. Round 6, a huge one for the former champion. He was in so much trouble in Cardiff, Wales.
Holyfield has got no defense for an uppercut. I don't know why Bowe is not throwing it.
Riddick Bowe ridiculed Lewis for all the difficulty he suffered at the hands of Frank Bruno.
That's true.
Now he's getting a lot of the same from Holyfield, but that right hand may have turned things around, George.
If he continues to do that, he won't have a hard night, because the Holyfield goes forward, he doesn't know what he's doing.
And what a battle it's been, particularly for Evander Holyfield.
Never could have been a good judge. He's got all of the power Evander Holyfield has now. Look, you're a big boy, you got to fight your way out of this, and he's willing to do it.
Bowe going back to and when he does, he backs Evander up. It's that way again. Right hand for Holyfield, stuns Bowe, and Bowe comes back fighting this time and lands a right hand on Holyfield's chin.
He hits him with a good right hand, and he stands there and waits to see what he's going to do. If you want to win that kind of style. Someone is telling...
And somebody in a parachute has just landed on the edge of the been pulled away by security guards. The fight has been brought to a halt. There's a massive melee at ringside as this fellow with a motorized parachute has landed right on top of spectators and officials at ringside. He's in the midst of a mass of security guards now at ringside and grabbing this gentleman who has created a monstrosity of an interruption in the bout. Before he came down, there he was on the left of the ring. And let's see what happened as he approached ringside. There it is. It's a heavy capsule under that parachute with a motorized attachment. There could have been a propeller there for all we know, George.
I've seen blood on one hand out there.
Here's what was happening in the ring at the time that the parachutist landed. You'll see, there he is, entering at the left side. And you see people backing away and trying to avoid the capsule and the motorized contraption attached to it. It's in round 8. Bowe landing more. Holyfield a higher percentage.
He's getting kind of desperate with that right hand now.
He needs to set it up with the jab.
He's got to set it up behind a jab, and it can happen real easily if he only believed in it.
There's a hard right hand, and Holyfield wobbles. Can Bowe follow it up?
No, Holyfield is on the move, man. And once the big guys land 2 good shots, they get tired, and they got to suck in some air.
Crowd gets excited for Bowe a little bit from that one big right hand shot.
Now, Evander should jump right back on the big guy when he throws 4 shots like that because he doesn't have any oxygen afterwards.
He's coming behind the jab. He could come back in this fight if he keeps throwing the jab like that for the last 4 rounds. There it sets up the right hand again. And there again.
Holyfield should just forget trying to slug it out with this guy, hurt him and get it out of the way.
Holyfield staying in, becoming a target. But now Riddick loses a little steam and paws with the jab. Holyfield has tended to dominate the last minutes of the round as Bowe has run out of gas and Holyfield's superior conditioning has shown up.
And at this point, we're starting to see Evander Holyfield's left hook to the body, which we hadn't seen earlier. Bowe is trying to counteract by going below the belt. What's that time? Another right hand.
Left-right combination.
But why Holyfield leans in after he lands that right hand, I don't know.
Double left hook by Bowe, maybe the first time in the fight. Holyfield comes back with 2 left hooks of his own and an uppercut. And another flurry to end the round by Evander Holyfield, and again, it's a brawl again. Infighting where Bowe may have the advantage.
Why Holyfield lays in there with that big man and run away.
Warrior's heart, warrior's mentality. We're into the 10th round.
Holyfield is doing so.
Right hand by Holyfield.
He falls forward. He shouldn't fall forward once he does it.
Much the sharper punchers so far in round 10. Bowe landed a right inside.
Yeah, he shouldn't try to stay in close with the big guy because although he's got muscles.
Yep. Trading and trading. I don't know, George. Evander's got a pretty good chin. A bit of a lull now. Right hand by Holyfield inside, rocks Bowe back.
But he shouldn't try to go for the knockout. Just land the shot, be content, and start all over again.
He gives Bowe a chance to come back with an uppercut of his own. Holyfield leaning forward against the major power of Riddick Bowe. That uppercut, and knocking Bowe's mouthpiece out with a left hook. Another tremendous rally by former champion Evander Holyfield.
All right, I think Holyfield senses that he has the fight in his hands and that the champion is on the defensive. and he's going at him. He's not going to give him a chance at a distance. He feels comfortable inside now, George. We just saw the mouthpiece flying out.
It was Handel's Messiah here as the crowd chants, "Holy, holy, holy," and Holyfield delivers another right hand.
Surprised the public just doesn't like that all the time.
Differences when Riddick called him a jughead and a gargoyle.
Evander saving everything for counter right hands. Feet were more stable. He didn't bounce around like this in the 10th, 11th round.
The ammunition to go after the target right now.
First time he's tried it.
He still has the strength to knock out Evander Holyfield.
I do believe. You remember, you talk about how polished he is, but he hasn't landed that good polished right hand that he has. If he gets it, he can win this thing.
I think Evander Holyfield has taken the polish off him.
Close range against a guy regarded as a terrific infighter. Bowe not quick enough tonight. Now looking more and more hesitant as he tries to find the target. Riddick Bowe promised his followers a knockout in this fight. Now he is fighting to survive, or so it would seem. Evander Holyfield believes in it.
Tries that counter right hand. Evander Holyfield has been waiting for that right hand all night. It's the same one that dropped Buster Douglas. Him with it.
10 seconds to go in the 11th.
He got him again. Got him again.
This right hand shots by Holyfield.
Here we see Evander Holyfield given a second chance and making the most of it. Conventional wisdom.
And you, 105, 104, 6 rounds to 5, Evander Holyfield.
But for the first time all night, our Harold Letterman now has Holyfield in the lead. Muhammad Ali lost the title and got it back against George Foreman in 1974. Lost it to Leon Spinks, the 3 titles. Now Evander Holyfield tries to join Witherspoon, Ali, and Patterson as the only 4 men ever to lose and then regain the heavyweight championship of the world.
I think a lot rests on this round. Holyfield shouldn't try to cruise through it.
George, he's never cruised through a round in his life. He just hit Bowe with the biggest right hand of the night.
This is exciting. He doesn't understand. You can lose a fight waiting.
Loses his mouthpiece. The mouthpiece at center ring. Bowe comes back with the uppercut, trying to hurt Evander while he has his mouthpiece out. The mouthpiece to Emmanuel Stewart in the corner. Holyfield unprotected. He's hurt. You're right, George. Riddick's got a huge chance here, and he's going at it with everything he's got.
He wins this round. I can see the judges not going for him, and he lost that round.
Right hand by Holyfield. Stops Bowe in his tracks. Crowd rises to its feet. For the second year in a row, they fought the fight of the year.
That he's the bigger in the heart. That right hand that he waited too long for, he finally connected.
A tremendous finish to a tremendous fight.
It was a fight, it seemed that neither guy really wanted to end. They kept fighting after the bell was. Good right hand again.
Let's hear it, Mike.
Bowe was waiting, throwing shot.
And now, with the crowd still wobbly and shaking off the effects from that stunning event when the parachutist landed on the apron, with the 2 fighters reeling from the battle in which
115 to 114. Jerry Roth scores it 115 to 113 for the winner by majority decision. And once again, heavyweight champion of the world from Atlanta, Georgia.